Take attendance, please.
Sure. Musso,
Here.
Petto. Here. Feston and Lockhart are excused. Demalowitz.
Here.
Epicoro.
Here.
Ethier.
Here.
Lane.
Here.
And Collins. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Okay, previous business. Approving the previous minutes.
Motion?
Do we have a second?
Second.
We do have a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
2 and 3 are tabled at request of sponsor. Item 4 is authorizing an agreement with the United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance regarding reimbursement for the incarceration of criminal aliens and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget. Sheriff Apple is here this evening.
Good evening. This is just asking permission to receive $52,284. We had budgeted $25,000. It fluctuates each year, but I came to you earlier in the year for permission to file. Now we're just looking for permission to receive.
Make a motion.
I got a question,
Sure.
Mr. Chair. Just how do we get the illegal immigrants into our jail? That's a pretty controversial.
Well, it
topic.
could be, this really has nothing to do with ICE, nothing whatsoever. This could be, they were picked up on a burglary complaint, put in the jail, come to find out they're a criminal alien, and every day that we house them, the feds will reimburse us for food, medical care, whatever the case is.
So they're
it's-
all a different charge than
Yes.
coming here illegally? Okay.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Any other, sure.
What about the ones that we find here? Do they go to jail too?
They can, yeah, and we would get reimbursed for that as well. Yeah, this
But
is
as
really,
of now, that is being
that's a
done.
whole separate program, yeah.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion? Gil made a motion. Gary? Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Unanimous.
Item 5 is approving the 2025 Albany County Stop DWI Plan and authorizing an agreement with the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
We're just looking for permission to enter into that agreement for the amount of $572,000. These monies come in, they support our DWI road checks. They back up different, we work together, we do a variety of different programs. It helps with the Stop DWI programs, Victim Impact Panel, and obviously the money's proportionately doled out to the municipalities.
Gary?
Sheriff, I have a question. Did I read this today? I saw that the deputies made 145 stops last night in the city of Albany?
152.
152 stops. That's outstanding. Wow. Thank you.
Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
Make a motion for
We have a motion, Mr. Lane, second by Gil. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Unanimous.
Item 6 is amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget for a special project coordinator.
This is to support our project up at the jail with the shelter, with the men, women, and children. This is coming out of the $500,000 grant that we have received from Congressman Tonto.
Any questions? Motion. Gil, was that a motion?
Yeah.
Second by Gary. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Unanimous.
Item 7 is amending resolution number 35 for 2025 regarding emergency medical technician defibrillation services.
So I came to you folks last month to approve the contract. Since then, Bethlehem has asked if we could provide them with more time on weekends. That coverage amounts to $25,100 in additional expenses. So I'm just looking to amend the contract.
Questions?
Motion.
Motion, second? Do we have a second? Gary? Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Number 8.
Number 8 is authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Office of Interoperable and Emergency Communications regarding the 2024 Public Safety Answering Points Operations Grant Program and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
So this is what we call the PSAP grant for public safety answering points, who answers the actual 911. These monies go towards computer equipment, furniture, recording equipment, keep the phone system going. It's $235 for 2024.
Motion.
Motion,
Second.
second by Mr. Lane. Those in favor? Anyone opposed?
Item 9 is amending resolution number 573 for 2023 as amended regarding the 2023 Public Safety Answering Points Operations Grant Program.
So this one is, I'm just asking for permission to extend it a little longer. We have some technology that's been delayed. We have $66,000 left. It's the same amount that you just approved, but we're looking for the extension to expend those dollars.
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Lane, those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 10 is authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding the 2024 statewide interoperability communications grant and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
This is the interoperability communications grant. As you mentioned, 1.1 million. This keeps our 911 system going, our radio system going. There's $700,000 in land mobile radio maintenance, $450,000 for Motorola. We've constantly, as you know, we've put in a whole new system into the county and connected all the emergency services. So this is the monies that come from the state to keep it going.
Any questions? Motion by Gary.
Second.
Second by Susan. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 11 is authorizing the submission of a grant application to and an agreement with the New York State Office of Mental Health Suicide Prevention Center and the Research Foundation for Mental Hygiene regarding the 2025 to 2026 CARES Up Sustainability Grant and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
So thank you. This is to receive $40,000 from New York State Mental Health. This is to, as you know, we built a wellness app a few years ago, and we offer it to all emergency responders. We've actually offered it now to contiguous counties, and I hope to, basically to keep confidentiality if they're having issues, PTSD from a call, whatever the case may be. It will also support peer training.
Questions? Motion by Gill, second by Gary. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 12 is authorizing the submission of a grant application to and an agreement with the New York State Office of Mental Health Suicide Prevention Center and the Research Foundation for Mental Hygiene regarding the 2025 to 2026 CARES Up grant and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
So this is almost the same thing. We filed for 2 grants for Office of Mental Health, and on this one, we received $60,000. So this will help us try to bring in a part-time mental health professional and also push the wellness through our EMS division specifically.
Any questions from the members? Motion by Gill,
Second.
second by Mr. Lane. Those in favor? Anyone opposed?
13 is amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget for gun-involved violence elimination 11 initiative.
So this is the infamous GIVE grant, which we basically target violence in the city of Albany, guns, drugs, whatever. We have $9,786 left over in the equipment line. I'd like to move that to the overtime line and to expend those funds and close the grant.
Questions?
I got a question. Just revert back to what you're talking about. The arrest they made last night, was that anything involved with that stuff?
Yeah, actually it was. We're working off of GIVE monies. Last year, I think we received $375,000 from that grant. Some of it went into equipment. We had $9,700 left. We want to move it over to continue to do our operations. Our crime suppression detail last night resulted in 2 loaded handguns taken off, a couple 8 balls of crack, 55 grams, I believe, of cocaine in a separate arrest, a couple parole violators, 8 vehicles towed. It was a busy night.
Which is good for us and good for our department. But what were the Albany police doing? How many did they do?
I don't track them. I really don't. I know they're short. They're out there. Look we're just doing our thing.
Well, I know that, but I'm not comparing departments. Just saying, if you guys did all that, what the hell did they do? They must have got maybe another 150 or 60?
I don't know.
Okay.
Gary?
Sheriff, how many cars was that then? How many patrol cars pulled over that many people? That's a lot.
I think I had
10, 20?
No, I think I had 13 marked units, 2 men.
13 units?
2 person, I should say, yeah.
That's great. Outstanding.
Any other questions?
Could you add me as a sponsor to that?
Do we have a motion?
Motion.
We have a motion, we have a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 14 is authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding the 2025 Violence Intervention Program and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
So this is something separate and something new that the governor offered up to the county and the city of Albany to help reduce crime. And they were gracious enough to give the county $500,000 for equipment and overtime. We have split it probably $375 towards the overtime and the rest into equipment, which would assist with cars, different, surveillance equipment, whatever the case may be. So we have submitted a plan to them, and this is permission to sign into agreement.
Questions?
Yeah, me to that.
Motion.
Motion by Gil?
I have a question.
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 500 grand from January 1st of '25 to June of '26, according to what I read. So that's 370 grand per year. But what are the actual costs, Sheriff, since you saw the need to go in there and God knows you're making a difference?
So I can't give you the actual because it varies, like last night's detail was 100% covered. A lot of our large details are 100% covered, and a majority of our daily patrols, we're in here every single day. It's just at certain times, as the weather starts to change, we want to make sure everybody knows we're still here. So we know dirt bike season's coming. So last night we scheduled it to just remind everybody we're here. The first break in good weather, we'll have the city loaded with dirt bikes and four-wheelers again.
They're out already, I've seen them around
So
the city.
that'll be a priority as well as the guns. 500,000 for this grant, 500,000 is what we're looking for from the GIVE grant for this year. Our costs in '24 and '25 will be pretty good. '23 hurt, I bled out my budget quite a bit. But I gotta be honest with you, there's nobody working as hard as the men and women in the sheriff's office. They're out here every single day, they're doing exactly what they need to be doing. We're working hand in glove with our federal partners, our state partners, and the city PD. And listen, there's guns all over the place. Last night, 2 guns, loaded guns in waistbands, knives. I mean, we'll get control of it, I'm sure, but we just need to stay diligent.
Well, it's because they're working so hard, it's why it's so costly. Because
Yeah.
they really made a huge commitment, and we, the county is paying for this, of course. Now, it's good to see we're getting some grant money, but we still have this recurring problem of the sheriff's incredible commitment to the city at a cost to the county, and we still haven't resolved that. Have we?
Well, that's why you guys are the legislators.
But Sheriff, that's not a commitment just to the city of Albany, that's for everybody in the county. If
Well, the
Cahoes
GIVE
or
grant is
Waterloo-
very specific, Gil. The
Well, that's
GIVE
for all
grant
the
is
city.
specific.
Yeah.
And these monies, the $500,000 was not City of Albany specific. Governor Hochul gave us those monies to, assist with patrols wherever we needed. So if you want us in Cahoes, we could go help you in Cahoes.
Or Waterloo.
I know you don't want us in Cahoes.
Not at all. Especially speeding tickets. Now, all kidding aside, you're available if our chief
Yes.
did ask you.
We will help anybody at any time of any given day, and we've done so. Agencies call on us all the time.
Okay, thank you.
Is there less of a request from other towns, Sheriff, given the commitment you've had to make to the city?
No, this is not sidetracking us in any way. Our patrols are still in the hills, Bethlehem, Guilderland, Queens. This is a special detail that we pulled people aside and they bid this unit down in Albany. And it's working out. I mean, they've had some incredible cases. They've taken a lot of guns off the street. They've closed out and assisted other agencies with heinous crimes. So it is truly a collaborative effort. Everybody thinks that it's just us, but it's everybody that's coming in to help.
Thank you.
Gary?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I'd just like to make an observation that the city of Albany taxpayers pay county taxes. They also, the district that I represent, probably the highest tax district in the city. We get nothing in return from social services and all the other programs that the county offer. So I think the constituents that I represent, we definitely appreciate the sheriff being there, and we are paying for it.
Well,
They're not being there gratis.
No, you're not.
And with the leadership of the sheriff, we're at full capacity. So we have the people. So it's great, worked out. Hopefully someday we won't need them anymore.
And I
Well,
will
let's
get
not
the
be
money.
But
anyway.
the financials things remain the same, that this is a huge commitment of the county into the city, and such a commitment doesn't exist anywhere else.
Oh, it's been a couple of years.
I know it does, and that's why it's good to see grant
Well, let me
money.
just remind you, the last time Crossgates had a gun thing up there, Albany cops were there.
We also have a
You know,
police force.
and Albany cops were there, and the sheriff's department was there. So don't, you could talk about what Albany cops are doing and what they're not doing. Every time we're called, they show up. They work together. They've never, anywhere, not sent anybody. And they don't have the people to do it.
We disagree, but that's fine. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I think the taxpayers.
Mr. Chair, it used to be that people complain about the money being spent, but now we're getting the money from the state. So I think,
You think the taxpayers of Albany, with all the good service they're getting, you want a few more dollars in taxes? It's a joke.
No, I would say this. I would say all the people in Cohoes that comes to work into the city every day,
Not that many come to Albany.
well, whatever it is, they're well protected.
Any other questions?
On that note, you folks have a great night.
Yeah, and it's not
Got one more, Sheriff.
Sheriff,
Sheriff,
one more.
You're a lot of fun.
What is it?
It's the Northern Rivers to raise the age. Oh, is that?
That's not me, I'm out.
Never mind.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you. We didn't vote.
Yeah, we need to vote.
Let's take a vote on this, the past one. Those in favor?
We need a second first.
You're right. Thank you.
Lane.
Lane, second. Gary, those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 15 is authorizing an agreement with Northern Rivers Family of Services regarding the Raise the Age Enhanced Case Management and Community Support.
Good evening, I'm William Connors from the Probation Department. This is RTA programming, Raise the Age. This is our fourth year contracting with Northern Rivers to provide mandated Raise the Age services. This program serves up to 20 youth and their families at any given time, providing many services. It includes a case manager, social worker, mentor, credible messenger. And for participants and their families, it also provides stipends, food, clothing. It basically identifies any barrier their family has and provides assistance. It's 100% reimbursed through New York State under Raise the Age money.
Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. How are we doing? Because this is, Raise the Age, of course, the previous DA spoke a lot about this. Are we making success in your mind, Mr. Connors, in terms of changing these kids from violent 16-year-olds to citizens?
It's difficult. We're seeing a lot of issues within the family systems, lack of parental support, and we offer as much service as we can for these individuals. But we do see success with many, but you're right, some do return to violent crime.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Make a motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second? We have a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Item 16
Thank
is
you very much.
authorizing, thank you, authorizing an agreement with the town of Bethlehem regarding the use of training facilities for annual firearms certification. The DA is here this evening.
Evening, everybody.
Okay,
I'm joined tonight by my Chief Compliance and Ethics Counsel, Mr. Pat Collins. We're here tonight as part of my ongoing effort to find cost savings for the Albany County taxpayer. First, just a quick update. I'm pleased to announce we've been finding savings everywhere and bringing in money. Just yesterday, we received final approval of a grant from 2023 that had fallen through the cracks that's going to bring in more than $670,000 that was owed to the county for years. We've received tentative approval for a new grant related to domestic violence in Albany. That should bring in just under $500,000. Money that's going to be dedicated to saving lives through prevention, intervention, prosecution, and rehabilitation. In my office, just in the past couple of months, we made other adjustments, including downsizing our vehicle fleet, canceling our Spectrum cable bill, switching over to the county cell phone plan, and something that we're all very excited about, That is a transition to the state contracting system for witness travel. Just these simple steps taken in the first few months could save the county and the taxpayer tens of thousands, if not more than $100,000 just this year. Our office is now asking for authorization to enter into a contract with the town of Bethlehem for use of Bethlehem Police Department shooting range and training facility. Our investigators need to complete firearms certification annually. The anticipated cost is $250 per visit, not to exceed 5 visits, or $1,250 a year. And just for comparison purposes, previously the office would spend at least $3,000 a year. So this is a significant savings of more than 50% a year just on one contract alone. So we're only asking for the authorization to share services with the town of Bethlehem for the use of their range, so our investigators and maybe me can go to the range for training purposes. Thank you.
Any questions?
Make a motion.
I got a question.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right.
You said it was $125. What's the training? They just go and they have a place they can shoot at a target, or is that the market rate for something like that?
So again, we had a contract with a private vendor in years past that was $3,000 a year.
So
And
you
yeah,
you feel you could save money by going this route?
right, save money, share services with a municipality, and of course, you know, we always want to work with Bethlehem Police and their shooters. So yeah, like my investigators need certification to maintain their
They need the training
qualifications.
to be certified, they have to show evidence of the training.
Yeah, and we gotta, you know, make sure my guys can still shoot
Shoot
straight.
straight. All right,
My
thank-
men and women, because we do have a few female investigators. So.
All right, thank you.
Sam, how many investigators do we have?
We have, well, 10 and Rachel Coleman's out, but she's almost back, so.
10 or 11.
10 or 11, and then Adam Hornick, who's Chief of Investigations and Director of Operations, so he's also certified, so I think in a dozen.
Gary?
Where does the sheriff's department practice, you know?
I don't off the top of
Do
my
they have a
head.
range?
I think so, yeah. I think, as I recall, as we did this, we priced it out, and the Bethlehem range made the most sense.
Is that a county range the sheriff uses?
I'm unsure if, I mean, we'd have to
Does
get
anybody
Craig
know
back
that?
in here, but I saw him running out with
I think
jet trails.
a couple of years ago, he bought a trailer that can be used for certification, so they would have at that point in time, they were talking about a modified, 70-foot trailer that was set
I mean,
up
I would
for
just
shooting.
always like to use county facilities if they're available.
Sure.
If we have them, and, you know, if the sheriff's department has them, I don't know why we couldn't use their facility.
I mean, again, we priced that, and I think this made the most sense in terms of what was.
But I don't know why the
cheapest.
sheriff would charge you if it's a county facility.
We can always get Sheriff Ethel back in here, but, ultimately, we're different departments, and so, I just know that the Bethlehem range was most cost-effective for us.
Any other questions? Do we
Make a
have a
motion.
motion? We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Lane. Those in favor? Anyone opposed? Thank you very much.
All right, folks, it's good to see y'all. Have a nice night.
That's it.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. Second? Those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Okay, Gary. I wouldn't say it, because I don't want to blame anybody.
We must.
But the only thing that bugs me about the